Good evening, everybody, and welcome to TCR Trinity Competitor Racing. I am Freeze22, joined here today by none other than Leandre Level. How are you?
Doing well, how are you?
Good, good. I'm ready for Bahrain tonight.
Excited, I love Bahrain. In the Platinum class, I got my first podium here, so it's a track that I really do enjoy. And especially like driving at night, just give you a different type of atmosphere and different mindset when you're going around the track.
Yeah, a lot of people from the group chat, surprisingly, it sounded like they didn't like this track. And I was quite surprised. But
there's some really tricky corners right here. I believe it's turn 8. Right at that chicane where you got to kind of make two left turns in the downhill. You can really lock up and run back to someone, chip your wing, or just completely overshoot the corner. And it's so easy to touch one of these curbs and lose the back end of your car. So I can imagine why it might be a little frustrating for some drivers, because you think you could take this track head on, but it does have some difficult moments, difficult areas as well.
Yeah, I hate that corner before the second DRS straight. Everyone locks up into that one. But yeah, we have 20 drivers for today, as you guys can see. 18 are full-time drivers, and we have 2 reserves, which are McLaren. He'll be in the McLaren. And we got Damaso returning again in the Force Indy. So those are the 2 reserves. Last week, ZX, this guy won the championship last week, and he's having fun today. So I thought he was going to start from the back, but he's currently on pole, so he's still in business.
Oh yeah, so don't forget about Frosthacker. Frosthacker is now coming out the pits and make his one and only run, and I won't be surprised as he starts up in the top 5.
Yeah, although this season, he's been struggling with the qualifying. He hasn't been as strong as ZX and W, so he always seems to get back to the front, but this is kind of worrying me that he still doesn't have a lap, and if it gets one invalidation, corner cut,
yeah,
then you're going to be starting 20th. And
yeah, not good.
Yeah, especially.
So with 2 races to go, well, this is now the second to last race. He definitely should want to make this lap count, because he's only a few points behind. 4 points behind W. So the top 2 drivers right now are currently what the point system is, and as you said, ZX just locked up the championship, so no matter what, he'll win. But if Frosthacker wants to take number 2, he really want to make a good effort here today. So not too much pressure on him, but only 4 points for second place. That's not really bad.
Yeah, I mean, he's been impressive. He's got some wins, good finishes. He's had his, weak races. He had a DNF here and there, but a strong season by him. Very impressed, and we'll see how this qualifying goes. I don't want him to start last, but it'd be funny. What's going on, guys? Be building fan sensation. He says Frost for the win. Well, I'll let you know in a minute how he does on this lap, and then because right now I don't have him. What's going on, everybody in the chat? How is everyone tonight? Are we ready for Bahrain? Are we ready for Bahrain? Oh, Giggle!
Wow, that's a really impressive lap. The Toro Rossos are doing really well today. They were up there early before everyone did their second round.
Let's see, ZX might be on another lap. Is he? Let's see. Looks like he is. Oh, double. I think he's calling it quits.
I'm running along here with Frosthacker. He's on the back straight on the second DRS zone. Doing well so far. Doesn't look like an invalid lap, but we'll keep an eye. Let's see how things go.
Looks like ZX is also done. Looks like Frost, this is your last chance. He is on the soft tire, so let's see.
Might be playing the long game. And if you remember from the bottom class last race, a lot of people did do the one stop, but towards the end, a lot of people started getting punctures and running extremely slow, like on the last 5-6 lap.
Yeah.
And me and several other drivers did a two-stop, and we thought not that very great for Frost Hacker. He got P12, so he's going to be in the middle of the pack. Not a great start. Darkness Crime goes P1.
Oh. Darkest
We got
Crime.
some
Oh,
drivers
Diggle
have
gets
been.
it back. He's having a lap.
Gets it back. Two
Diggle.
drivers in 26. How about that?
He's on pole.
These guys wanted to get in platinum next season, so they're gonna make their stance.
Oh yeah, those laps will get him there. I'm pretty sure of it. That is kind of crazy.
That was a nice battle. We normally don't see that very often.
Yeah,
in
not
the
really.
qualifying. Usually the top three cars usually the one that take them, but great job by that Toro Rosso and that Force India.
Yeah, usually it's like they don't go back and forth. You know, whoever gets it usually keeps it, and it's not. But man, he comes in at the last minute. Bam, he gets it. So yeah, we got Giggle, Darkest Crime, ZX, Double, Kitten, Gordo, Tico, Swarner, Spirit, and Theft. Theft, good qualifying by him. He's on the softer tire, but pretty good by him. Jones, Frost, Rad, Gade, Airborne, XP, Silent, Fatal, Damaso, McLaren are your reserves for today. So a little bit of everything.
Seeing some strategy here. I see a lot of people on the softs instead of super softs. Maybe they want to start on those compounds and try to go a little bit further before they have to make a longer pit stop towards the end. And I think that might work. We'll see how things go, because I've definitely seen some different strategies here at Bahrain.
Yeah, and if you're also starting outside the top 10, you can pick your tire. So I'm pretty sure somebody will pick the medium, and we'll try to go almost all the way and just put the either the supers or the softs on at the end and just kind of gun it and see where it lands. But man, this is gonna be crazy. You know, Bahrain is a good track for overtaking, so I'm gonna assume we're gonna have a lot of overtaking and probably another good battle for the lead, because I think a number of drivers can probably win this today, and even on different strategies. I think there's a lot of people who can win for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, we're just loading up here. Put your predictions down below, guys. Whoever's watching, put them down below.
We're on the formation lap. Let's go through the field with you're having a giggle, mate. Doing a great job. I believe that's his first pole, at least I can remember. Darkness Crime, he's been with us for a little bit, and he's starting P2. We got our series champion who just wrapped it up last week, ZX, followed by a very close W. Those two are always next to each other, no matter what. Unfortunately, he's in a tight battle with the Frost Hacker. Then we've got Kitten Pattern in the McLaren. Then we've got Gordo, follow up in that Haas, and we've got Tico. Swarner, Real Spirit in that Toro Rosso. Theft, Jones, and then Frost Hacker, who's in a tight battle for P2 in the points. Rad, who had a win earlier this year at France, but hopefully we'll see him back up in the field. It looks like D'Angelo and XP got disqualified. Maybe those guys touched each other at some point during the formation lap. Airborne is between those guys in 15. Silent, Fatal, and we got our two reserve drivers in 19 and 20 of Damaso and McLaren and the McLaren. So that's the rundown of our drivers so far. Seafreeze, you got anything else to add? Have you talked to some of the drivers, see how they're feeling so far?
I think I don't know. I think Kitten, he's been wanting a podium, and I feel like he has a good starting position. I'm gonna go with him on the podium. Maybe not for the win, but I'm gonna have to put him there for third place. And as far as the win, I'd have to say I'll let you know in 29 laps. Then
Yeah,
I'll
it's gonna
bet
be
money
close.
on it.
It's it appears a lot of races to be between W and ZX, and that will be probably my best bet. But I'm gonna go with Swarner to make podium a strong comeback for Swarner in that Renault and P8. I think he got enough room to make some moves, and I think he'll be able to make some inroads on that track. So. My dark horse is Swarner, but if I had to pick an absolute winner, it has between ZX and W.
Yeah, totally have to agree. I mean, Giggle and Darkest are on the front row, but they haven't been in that position as much as the two behind them have been. So we'll see how it goes. Revving up to... Well, not yet. There you go, Co-Masters. Revving up to 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix, round number 10, or 11. Well, round number 11, here we go! Everyone gets a nice start coming down to turn 1. Force India goes down the outside. Looks like Giggle's going to have it.
Ran off a little bit there.
A good first corner, but he messes up.
Real Spirit, get clipped. Oh, and then he takes out McLaren. Both McLaren cars are down. Excuse me, only McLaren, excuse me.
We got Rad and McLaren with some damage, it looks like.
With Fatal as well. Got a bad exit on that.
It's
a little damage, but looks like everyone's got through there.
Oh!
Oh!
Darkest!
Oh no, I think we've seen that before. We've seen that before with Marquez in the previous
last
series.
Season in Superclass, yep. He lost it all right off that. That curb coming out of the S is very, very bad. You get on there and it just sends your car flying.
XP and Real Spirit locking up in that corner right before the back straightaway.
Everyone's switching positions, getting in line. Theft in a great position. I'm not going to jinx him yet, but he has not. Oh, and he did! I'm so sorry. I do not.
Oh no! I think it's just those tires are so hot already. He's just trying to get them up to temperature, and you can see him struggling with those tires.
I'm gonna shut up next week for you, Theft. You're still rolling.
I wouldn't be surprised as we start seeing some cars coming into pit here with some damage. You got Real Spirit into the pits, Swarner into the pits.
Rad's moving on.
So far, W is taking the lead, starting from I believe P4, and he's taking the lead.
Yeah, it looks like
those ZX is struggling there a little bit.
Those Haas's down 4th and 5th respectively. Very nice by them. Even though ZX didn't have the greatest start, but he could bounce back.
Switch over by Gordo onto Kitten Patter, excuse me. Kitten, he's going to try to hang on in that McLaren, but those Haas's are on their heels. Oh, kind of do a switch on him here.
Oh yeah, Kitten went wide. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but here comes ZX. He's looking. He's on the hunt.
No, that's the corner we talked about earlier. You lock up and you go wide, and
it's so easy to lock up there, yeah. And then touching these curbs here, right here, when you're trying to get back to the gas, you'll lose it back in, just like what Theft did. On the outside by ZX on Kitten.
Nice
what
move.
A move. That was a great move.
That is very, very talented by him. And for Kitten, giving him the room. But it looks like Kitten still has a straight line speed. He's going to look for... I don't know.
Excuse me, Kitten's been running pretty wide lately. I don't know if this is tires or maybe his setup. Oh, he's coming into pits.
Early,
I think he might got some wing damage. I think he has some wing damage.
Could have been wing damage, yep. Looks like he was just locking up a lot.
We got a 3 wide battle here for 16th, 15th, and 14th. They're duking it out.
Oh, the 2 Saubers and the Renault. All nice and good. You got Theft trying to make up some places after that spin earlier on. He's still in the game. 2 teammates, Silent and Rad, they really... I think they, I heard they use the same setup as each other, so they are relatively, always the same...
Oh! Silent locked up there, or must have got really tight and got into Fatal. Well, that happened. Theft just came right through them.
Yeah, I think they might have
But,
tapped through the S's there.
Oh yeah. But to what you were saying, teammates working together. I used to do that with GTR when we were in the Haas. We would do practice races together and share data and information. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That's a good strategy for them as well.
Yeah, working
Looks like
together
Beth lost
for
both
sure.
of those positions trying to shortly after passing them. I think Silent really has some
Rad's
wing
out.
problem. Oh no! Oh, Rad, poor guy. I think he lost that back end there. That's a tricky area as well.
Man, these guys are really battling in the back here.
They keep switching spots like every single corner.
So Rad is the
we
first
got
DNF.
the Haas's are switching back. They're fighting hard. They just switched back on each other like 3 or 4 times. Gordo, even though maybe he's considered the second driver of the Haas, he's definitely fighting back and making a stance here.
Oh yeah, he's on a different. Let me put the tires up for you guys. Let's see what they're on. Yep. So Gordo's on the quicker tire. Although it looks like those tires are going away here a little bit. ZX with the soft tire is coming into play a little bit more. Jones in a respectful P5 as his teammates leading the race with the 1 point.
And guess who's in P6?
Gap.
Who moved up 6 spaces? Frostsucker.
Yeah.
Both Jones and Frostsucker made some great moves so far this race.
And his teammate right behind, Tico, not too far behind. Mercedes looking for a good day. Let's see.
Though Darkness is trying to make a redemption here. He's trying to come back after that little spin there. Not bad for a P8 after spinning into the infield. Excuse me. He's making a move on here on Tico.
Yeah, really.
Try to do the undercut.
Come on. Oh, easy too. Tico's coming in.
Oh, Gordo back on ZX. Great move. These guys are fighting hard.
I like
for that last podium spot.
Oh, not yet.
Gordo! Oh, I think we're drinking people.
I think left and right we're doing, man.
Oh no!
This
we're
is
catching
not
all
good.
these good fights, and unfortunately, people are not able to hang on there. There's a lot of battles here. People are catching up to each other.
Out.
Spinning out. Oh, Theft is out.
I think it was the same. Was it the same corner? I don't know where he's at.
We had a good battle between 6th and 7th and 8th. Oh no. Airborne gets the back of Damaso and lose a bit of his wing there.
So we have 2 retirements as of now. We still got 18 running. We got who's this? We got Gate Angelo and Tommaso.
Really losing their wings there. Looks like the good strategy for people right now is just simply try to survive.
Some wheel banging. Little wheel banging. Oh, and the Haas! Gordo!
Oh, Gordo.
Oh, I caught that. Barely. That was a cool spin. I mean, if you're gonna spin, do it in fashion. I mean, Gordo. That's how you. That's if you're gonna spin, you do it that way. Frost coming up on Jones here.
Jones, yeah.
Jones been improving week after week. I like what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna jinx it, but I do like what Jones is doing. That's all I'm gonna say. Mercedes and Ferrari. That's a nice shot there.
I was going to say 2 cars through that area is not ideal.
Makes
through
it
those
through.
S's right there.
Cool Masters, I'm very impressed. I like this camera angle. Thank you. That was a good one.
With some cars hitting the pits. We got Airborne into the pits.
Tommaso coming up on XP in this tight. I think that's turn 10, I believe. Potentially.
Got the DRS.
And like I said earlier, medium tires for Damaso. He's going long game.
those tires will get him at least 20 laps.
Yeah.
So if really he wanted to do the one stop thing, he could put some super softs and really make some good gains. Hopefully he just doesn't you know, burn him off too much fighting with XP or any other driver. You're having a giggle. He's in the pits. He's off of his super softs. Let's see what he throws on next.
Ooh, Jones coming back on Frost. Frost is not giving him much room. Nice battling. Let's see here. Another Mercedes and Ferrari battle. This is great. Frost trying to hold on. He's gonna get right ahead. Same spot as earlier.
Those Force Indias are doing well as well. They're sticking with the field.
It seems like the teams are just so like they're all together, you know.
Yeah.
You know, now we got Force Indias, like you said, Darkest and Damaso. But yeah, Jones coming back again. He's got the DRS. He needs to go for the pass. Frost is just doing everything he needs to just stay that little bit ahead. He's gonna get DRS if they stay. They're both on the same tire, so there's really no advantage here. Both have 6 laps.
Oh, Jones lost there a little bit. Caught it. He's still there.
Doubles on the pits. His teammate looks like maybe Jones will come next time by. He didn't want to double stack in the pits.
Right.
And Darkest Crime as well is in the pits. Double's putting on the medium, so it looks like he's going to the end, which is that one stop. See if he can make it. Everyone's running pretty good.
Looks like Def is into the chat. He said he's done with racing. He gets pretty frustrated from what his results were. Zach was saying as well. Zen, he said he looks like he's going for Jones. So Jones knows what he's doing. That's the Jones I know. So looks like some of our drivers are in the chat and seeing how things are going.
Ooh, Gade's out. I think it's the same spot. They just lose the back end coming.
Yeah.
I think that's where Rad lost it.
Darkness? No, not Darkness. But several drivers have lost it there.
Jones is looking very strong here.
The back half of the field is really tightening up. We've got Tico on the McLaren.
Oh, no. Jones, I think, lost all of his wing. Unless that was lag, but...
So far, I'd see his wing, at least on my end.
That could have been lag right there. That didn't look good, though.
He did lose a bit of his right end plate. Just a little bit, but I think he'll survive. When he hits, he might just go ahead and change it. Oh yeah, he's running right there. He might want to go ahead and switch it, just so he can maintain, because the Massa is only a few seconds behind, 3 seconds behind. He definitely wants to secure that podium potentially.
Still not the end of the world. Jones, a little wing change, and that'll fix it. It just costs you some time.
CX has got another lap. It's gonna stay on those softs. So is Frost Hacker And Jones, he's gonna stay out, even though he just lost a lot of time on Frost Hacker. I would have dived in the pits and got that taken care of, but it might go for another 2, maybe 3 more laps, just so he can stay on his strategy. But lose a lot of time to Frost Hacker, and Damaso's catching up.
Already 3 seconds behind Frost.
Yeah. Looks like we've got a fan of W in the chat, says he's going to win this, he's going to lock it up. We'll see what happens. We got about 19 laps to go.
Swarner and McLaren. Yeah, like you said, the back is kind of like closing in on each other. They're just kind of doing their own thing outside the points here. Looking to get inside the point, but it's a tough grid. I don't know how. Everyone's doing their own strategy calls, and they're all just trying to fight it out.
Gordo's trying to fight back, trying to get into points, even though I believe he spun twice. It's going to make a move on Tika here.
Locking.
And Damaso went ahead and got around Jones. Jones should come into pit before he continues to bleed more time.
Oh, McLaren is really struggling. He's locking up into these corners, and it's just costing him position after position. He's in 17th here. Jones does go into the pits now. He's getting that wing change probably.
It's going to hurt Jones, but I think he's a great driver, so I think he'll be able to make some gains on the track. And plus, he looks like he got the mediums on. He's just outside the point, so I think he'll be fine, because several other drivers still have to pit. Oh, we got a close battle with this.
Yep.
Gordo and the McLaren. Yeah.
Tico and Swarner. They looked like they were going to go 3 wide, but I think Silent jumped into the pits. And he said, I don't want to do that.
And Jones right behind him. Oh, so it's Real Spirit trying to make a move on Jones. And Airborne. So, last running cars here are all pretty tight on each other.
Yeah, it's going to take some time for those mediums to heat up.
Oh, yeah.
Big difference. And it looks like Spirit is going to overtake him soon. Here we got
I believe Kitten just got past Fatal. I think Fatal has some wing issues. I can see it from at least on my end.
Yep.
Got some left front wing issues. He'll probably be in the pit here soon. He's 10 laps on those tires. We'll see.
Well, look who this is the net. I would say net lead, but we really don't know until everything filters out. W and Giggle, P5 and 6. Giggle's on the soft tire. He's probably doing the 2-stop. He's gonna have to get past Double and get as far away as possible. Pit again and reel him back in. He's going for the 2-stop though. As Double will try to just leg it to the end.
Again, I've done the 2-stop. It's at first it seems very risky, but the speed you get from those fresher tires compared to just hanging on those worn tires is significant difference in timing. You never know what circumstances will play out, but doing the 2-stop you should definitely be open to, and it looks like a couple of guys are going to do that.
Yeah, but Giggle locked up. I don't know. It looked like he hit Double from the back. Getting wing damage is not what you want at all. That'll just ruin everything. I don't know if he got a slight wing damage. Although he could switch it next time, but you want to keep that strategy in check. Let's see, we got Tico and Swarner. Just nothing doing yet. And Spirit and Airborne have been like next to each other the whole race now.
Into the pits. He puts on those. Looks like he puts on the sauce. Great one by XP, by the way. It's good to see him up there doing well. He's running P3. Kind of kept his nose clean all race, and he's able to stay up there. I'm not sure what strategy he's on because he's on the mediums, but excuse me, the softs, but he's doing really well.
Yep. He was the commentator for the Platinum class, and he's proven he can do it both. A little racing, a little commentating, a little bit of everything. XP. Doing the work. Very likable guy. XP's a funny guy, for sure. Oh, but he locks up. Oh.
W kind of dives in there a little too deep there. But here comes, you're having a giggle as well. You might have a run on both of them.
Man,
W kind of cuts that corner a little bit there.
If Giggle wants to win, he's gonna have to get past Double like now. If he wants that win, he has to get past.
He's doing well. He's sticking on him, which is good.
Yeah, he needs a good exit off this one. Let's see it. Frost in the pits. We'll see how he filters.
Frost put the mediums on. That's pretty interesting.
Man, all the way to the inside goes Giggle. And Giggle will go into net P1 as of right now. He gets the car slowed down and he's in the lead, but Double.
Oh!
He's got some momentum off the corner.
Hard block there. Hard block onto W.
That's exactly what he needs to do. Now he just has to get it and just go. Go, Giggle, go.
Giggle has the effective lead.
See if Double can stick with him with the DRS. That's the question.
Oh yeah.
Much of a difference between these tires and drivers for him to get ahead. But if I'm W right now, I'm thinking, all right, he's definitely doing the two stop. Let me not worry about him because the one who's behind you is ZX and he's on the medium and he's doing the exact strategy as you are and he's only 1.5 seconds behind you. So this could cost him the win, or both these drivers, and they're all still in question for sure. We really don't know what's happening.
Oh, they're fighting really hard.
But
that's going to wheel in ZX. So if they continue to fight really hard, ZX is going to blow right past them, especially with fresher tires. But nobody wants to yield, which I totally understand.
Oh yeah.
Will be the crossover dive? No. He hangs on for now.
I mean, I wouldn't want the champion behind me come reeling in. But it looks like they're inviting him. He got the invitation. ZX, he's definitely in this battle right now.
Oh yeah.
Man, all these three. And let's just keep this in question. Frost just pitted. He has quicker or lower amount of laps on his tires than W. He has 7. Frost has 1 and ZX has 2. So if everyone keeps fighting in the front, he is a little ways behind, but you never know. We'll see how his speed is.
Right.
You know how those three always like to come together back at the end. They always like to end up right next to each other, so it could definitely happen.
Giggle got speed, but he could be just a little bit more stable and a little bit more decisive in his passing. I think he'll lock it up. I think he'll get a great pass.
Looked like Giggle wanted to overtake W and ZX wanted to overtake Giggle, but they just both thought better of it.
This is for the effective lead once Tommaso pits, which I believe he will pit here in the next few laps.
Yep.
These guys will inherit the lead.
Oh, here comes Giggle in turn
on
10.
a dive on the inside. It was about 4 or 5 laps ago that W did the same thing.
And he's got the DRS. Oh, and ZX, he's in the picture.
He's in. He's right there.
That might be the perfect opportunity because now W is not looking at Giggle anymore. He's looking right behind them in the mirrors.
Oh yeah.
That
if ZX put some pressure on, they could follow each other out and allow Giggle to get away a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Though W does have DRS and Giggle does not, so we'll see what happens. W and ZX have DRS now. Let's see how things go.
Man, W, he's got the straight line speed. Look at that thing.
W, yeah, that is pretty insane. But Giggle is not giving up. He's fighting hard. He's being pretty smart about it as well. He's not making unnecessary dives and risking the car. In ZX, he said, I have this wrapped up. All I gotta do is let these guys crash out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll win. I have the champion. I got nothing to lose.
Although if I'm ZX, I'd be a little farther back. I wouldn't be that close.
He's taking a peek on Giggle. Taking a peek. That's all. Testing the waters.
Yep. Right now he's just got his toe in. That's it. He's just seeing how these guys are. I think they might even crash. The way they're defending.
I won't be surprised.
It always goes good until it doesn't, and it's one moment and it goes all wrong.
Not a great exit for Giggle. He's blocking hard. The X now outside. He'll have DRS as well.
I think Z inside.
Tommaso
blocking his Giggle.
Oh! Giggle dives! Oh. Massive dive! Massive dive! Did not go well at all. So if he hangs on, he can still have P3.
Yeah.
So Tommaso just came out of pits. He's on some fresh mediums right there, so we'll see what happens. Excuse me, darkness. Apologies in that Force India there.
Let's see. Kitten pitted again. He's on the soft now. Swarner as well. I think they're doing that two-stop strategy. Coming out in P9, and looks like Swarner in. Oh, got some guys here in the. We got Gordo and Fatal going at it. And here comes Silent down the inside on Spirit. Little wheel banging. It don't hurt as long as you got those tires on.
ZX has catch up to W on the second to last corner. Let's see if they can get some. If he gets some DRS, he might make a pass here.
This is going to be an all-out brawl, these two.
Oh, yeah.
Looks about 10 laps to go here. And ZX is going to make the first move on W.
W is able to hold his ground.
Oh, nice. Good stuff.
ZX W is already great on straightaways. I don't think he's too concerned about the front straightaways.
Yeah, both drivers have some good straight line speed.
Side by side. Oh, W lets him go. He rolls out the throttle a little early there. So no worries, I'll get you on the straightaway. Or on the backstretch here.
So I believe this is the first time ZX is the leader for this race. And already it looks like he's got the pace.
Oh yeah. He's already pulled away 1 second.
Yeah, I mean even the laps difference on the tires. I think that it's gonna be hard for W to keep up. He's already out of DRS. I thought it'd be if they were on the same tires. I would believe they'd be battling left and right. I think it was due to the tires that they were, the lap numbers kind of. Plus W was battling so much with Giggle. ZX did the right thing. He was just in the back, just seeing how they were, what they were doing, and boom, gets past and easy. Got a caution here.
Got the muscle making a move, put attention on Frost Hacker. Darkness comes into the pit. So Frost Hacker so far in P3, but looks like he might lose here to Damaso. So Damaso's long game might actually have worked out pretty well. He was on the mediums for like nearly 20 laps.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, 18, 19 laps, and jumped on the mediums. And is making a run for P3 on those supers. So
or
might be a
softs.
good strategy for people tomorrow. Yeah, excuse me, softs.
Yep. Yeah, Frost. Like I said, the top ZX Double and Frost, they all find a way to get back to each other. And Frost, he's only got one more position before that actually does happen. So, let's see. Let's see who's got the pace. Demonstra's obviously on the quicker tire, but it might fade away at the end of the race here.
True. Still got 9 laps to go.
Let's see, Jones in a respectable P5. Good for him. Giggle after pitting. Once again, he's in P6. That strategy really didn't work out for him. One stop looked like the better one, unless everybody get punctures at the end. Darkest Crime in 7th after his spin earlier. I'd say it's a good recovery. And Giggle and Darkest, they both started on the front row, and now they're in 6th and 7th. So not the best day for them, but I guess a decent one. We got XP falling behind. A solid day by him. And his fellow commentary guy.
Swarner on Fatal.
We got Kitten in 9th. And Gordo ran the top 10 up. Although Swarner looks like he's going to be challenging for P10 here. So he goes down the inside on Gordo. And that's going to allow his teammate. Let's see if Fatal can get by. Ooh.
Oh.
Wheel banging. Lots of wheel banging. Well, watch out, Fatal come through.
Gordo hanged on. He hanged on.
Too wide. This ain't gonna. This ain't gonna be
now
good.
Fatal's making the move. I'll see if we can hang on. Maybe the switchback.
A little bit of touching.
Those Renaults ganging up on that Haas car.
Mr. Anyaz, hey, what's going on? How are you?
W is in the pits. I think he's going to go into the 2-step. He's going to put some super softs on to see if he can just chase down the leader.
That's good. That's a good call.
8 laps to go. You got nothing to lose. Go for it.
Good call. Might as well. There might be some team orders here, Ferrari. I don't know if they're into that sort of thing. Well, I guess we'll find out. Still has some work to do to get at least back to P2. You know, obviously you want to get back to the position you were at, and maybe even a little bit more. But you know,
right.
It's a good gamble.
But Damaso's not that far back. He's maybe 10, 15 seconds behind. But yes, a lot of drivers are doing the two-stop. So far, the only person I've seen who's doing the one-stop is Damaso. And ZX, excuse me.
Yep. We got Kitten got past XP. That'll be for P8. He's moving on up.
But I would keep an eye on ZX or Damaso in case they may have worn their tires a little too much towards the end there. We'll see what happens, but it might be fine.
Let's see this. Airborne and Tico. Been running pretty close. We usually don't get a chance to highlight the mid-pack to back of the pack since the front is always so hectic, but we're gonna have some time here to give these guys some showtime. Airborne gets past Tico. That's for P15. But Tico's coming back. Oh, maybe not. It's a half-hearted move. Airborne moving on up. Silent and Spirit, they've been battling this whole race. Going through those S's, Silent's taking over. Not the best day for him. He might be on his new wheel. I don't know if he used it last week, but that could be the reason for his lack of pace. He's usually up a little higher than this, but could be the reason. Using his new wheel. Let's see here. Swarner got past XP. XP's falling back. He's on those mediums. He's on that one stop. 10 laps on his tires.
Oh!
If he could just hold on, he'd get a point.
He almost ran to the back of Swarner there, locking up.
He's got to hold off Gordo and Fatal behind. I don't know about that. Let's see. Going to this corner. Man, Gordo just gained so much time in these corners.
We have the McLaren out, so we have 16 running drivers. Not bad out of 20, not bad.
Yep, definitely not. It's,
side by side, Airborne and Tico.
And Tico's struggling today. I don't know, it seemed to be, I don't know, did he show last week? I don't think he showed last week. Oh, he's just locking up. He seemed to struggle in Singapore as well. I don't like to see
XP
that.
Gordo and Fatal here, all bound out for the last points paying position. Oh!
Oh, no, no, no!
Looks like XP broke just a little early, braked a little early, and Fatal gets the back of him, and Fatal has tapped out. He said, "I'm done."
Oh yeah, man, that was yeah. Were they in the braking zone when that happened?
Yeah, and it looks like XP was trying to make a move onto Gordo, and the Renault Fatal was just behind him, and XP probably broke just a little bit early, chipped Fatal's wing, and they kind of pushed Fatal up into Gordo a little bit. I mean, excuse XP into Gordo a little bit, and that's all that I saw.
Man, looked like a promising battle, and bam, it just. Let's see here. Spirit
Jones is excuse me. Go ahead.
Silent. They've been just going at it, left and right. Oh, I think all race long. But yeah, Yep, looks like the front. Actually, we have W on Frost here down the straightaway. Doubles down the inside. He's on those supers. And he's going to make it stick. He's up to P3. Nothing Frost could do about it. He's got 5.7 the gap to Damaso. Although Damaso would be given, or W would be given second due to Damaso's reserve. Although Damaso does get credit for the P2, but not as far as the points. Everybody does get bumped up one.
I'm playing for the points. You know, Frost Hacker can lose the position to anyone on the track but W. So far, that point is only 4 points between W and Frost Hacker for P2. You know, with 3 laps to go, Frost Hacker got to throw everything he can to try to get past W, but with those fresher tires, I don't know if he can. But
yeah,
back down the field, Silent and
it's a no-go for
Airborne. Those
Frost.
guys are really duking it out between 12th and 15th. Oh no, Airborne.
No. He saved it though. He's still moving. He's alive.
Did a half spin there.
He's still within the DRS, which is good. And Silence back ahead of Spirit. Let's see if Spirit could do anything about it. Ooh, another half spin on the throttle for Airborne. I think those mediums are wearing out on him.
We got with 2 laps to go. I just want to say great run by Damaso. Started as a reserve driver. Started, I think, second to last on those mediums and doing one stop, going nearly 20 laps on them, and pitted roughly 10 laps ago until onto those softs and managed to stay in P2. While everyone else was wrecking and belling and having a different strategy, he was just chilling. He was just riding and keeping his nose clean. And so far he's in P2. And ZX, he had a similar strategy. One stop, he started on the softs, and now he's going to finish on the mediums. So a reverse strategy from Damaso. They both did the one stop, and now they're in 1 and 2. Frost Hacker is not giving up for P3. Still less than a second behind. Having a giggle. He's making a move on Jones. Some interesting battles throughout the entire race.
Yeah, some pretty good ones too. Bahrain is really showing some good battles here. Giggle down the inside.
That was a close one.
Let's see if Jones has the
He didn't overshoot
traction.
it.
Yeah, not like last time. He went. Yeah, it looks like Giggle's gonna keep the position. He's got the tire advantage on that. I was just looking back here at Airborne and Tico. They just last couple laps. They just keep switching, and Silent and Spirit as well. It looks like Silent's got the DRS. He's on to Spirit. Yet again down the inside. All fair. All fair. Looks like Spirit's gonna win that battle for now. And we got Airborne here coming around the outside.
Nice move by Airborne. Nice switchback.
Oh, here comes Tico. Tico back down the inside. Is he gonna leave the room? Oh yes. Airborne staying ahead. Come on, guys! You don't want to be last. You. He's like, Airborne, I'm not being last. Tico, you're gonna be last today. And Tico's like, nope. Let's see if Tico's got DRS here.
Cross hacker. Oh no! 3-second time penalty. Not good. Especially on the last lap. He's hanging on with the W, but not quite enough. But ZX, you know, he's been hanging on. Thought he had a pole there for a while in the last few minutes until you having a giggle and Darkness Crime. They got past him. He managed to start in P3. But he's able to manage his tires and doing the one-stop strategy. He's coming around the last corner and he's going to lock this up. He's going to win here at the Bahrain Grand Prix. How about that? That's pretty nice.
Very well. He won by a lot. I think it was strategy. Obviously, doubles took a risk on that strategy, but a great performance here. He had the speed. He showed it all season, and he just once again another win. Looks like Damaso got second, but I think due to penalties he moved down one.
Oh wow! How about that? W gets it.
Yep, and then Frost will get fourth after a bad qualifying. He moved all the way up to fourth. That's pretty good by him. Giggle, unfortunate. He started in the front row. Looked like he had a chance for his win today.
Oh, XP Tico, you gotta keep looking for these. Oh, Violet tried to go for the move and lost it.
Oh no! Here, boy, you gotta watch out. Here comes Tico and Airborne here. I think Silent's gonna keep that position, but Tico and Airborne, they're gonna go all the way to the end here.
Oh yeah. Maybe we did a crossover dive.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
It's around the last corner. Here it comes.
Oh, little wheel banging. Airborne. He's gonna do it. Oh, I think Tico is. He might be out of fuel there.
Ran out of gas. I think he ran out of gas. That's interesting. Down to the last wire. Never give up.
That was a good battle by them.
That was a great. Nice good race overall.
Yeah, everyone had their own battles going on.
That 23 Haas got the victory.
Alright, so here's the lineup. ZX for the, I don't know how many times he's won, but definitely more than a few. He wins again at Bahrain. W in second. Tommaso, what a great performance by him. He started 19th and went to P3. I'd give him the drive of the day. What do you guys think in the comments below?
Absolutely, I would agree with that.
Here we go. We got Frost here. Also 12th to 4th. Pretty good by him. Giggle, not the day he wanted, but still decent. P5. Jones.
Top 5 finish. I'll take that.
I like Jones here in P6. Good for him. Dark is still not the day he wanted. Kitten and Swarner Gordo round up the points. Although XP would get bumped in, and everybody moves up a spot due to Damaso. Silent, Airborne, Spirit, and Tico. Great battles by the 4 of them all throughout the race. Really showing some good battles here.
Fortunately, Fatal and McLaren and Angela and Theft, they unfortunately did finish the race. Got some DNFs, but
yeah, that was pretty impressive. Let's if you're watching right now, comment your driver of the day. Let me hear what you guys think, and if you want to hear any interviews with the drivers, let me know who you want to hear from. I think we've heard from ZX, Double, and Frost a lot this season, so if you want to hear from anybody else...
Let's see if we can get Damaso, if possible. I think that'd be a great person to talk to.
Alright, let's let everyone catch their breath, and then I will invite them in. Comment your driver of the day below, and who do you want to see in the commentary booth? Tomorrow, I'll just get the announcements out right now before we do the interviews. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern is the Platinum Race for Bahrain, and then next week is the finale, which would be Mexico on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday for Golden, Thursday for Platinum, and hopefully everyone could tune in for that. That'd be a good way to end it out at Mexico. So if you haven't done so already, please like the video if you liked the race and the great battles everybody put on. And if you are not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please hit the subscribe button for more racing here on the channel. So, alright, let's see if we get Tommaso. I'm gonna also talk with I guess Jones would be a nice one if he's still on. Yeah. Let's see who else. Let's get Airborne in here. Let's get maybe Airborne and Tico. That'd be nice to see. Some good battles to the end. Let's see if they are willing. So we'll get some of those people in, and we'll see how that goes with the. A little different here. Airborne is joined here with us. Jones is coming in. We got Damaso, and we're looking for one more. Who else did I say?
Tico.
Tico, did he join? I'm waiting on
Still waiting on
Tico.
him.
Waiting on Tico. Guys, do you have your audio sharing settings on?
I can check it.
Can you check before we get going? Just check your audio sharings. I think it has to be on throughout the party that we're in, and then also your system through broadcast sharing settings or something like that. So just double check to make sure that's on.
Where do I check that?
I think in the party settings, right?
Oh, right, yeah, party.
In the party, I think you go to party settings.
Yeah, allow voice. Yep.
Airborne, that's on for you.
Yep.
You got your audio sharing settings on?
Yep.
You sure? Alright. Who else we got? Jones. Jonesy Jones. You got your audio sharing settings on?
Let me check.
Deco is joined here with us. Do you got your audio sharing settings on? You got your on? Alright, so let's start with my stream. Go to the party and then party settings, and it's something with audio or something.
I'll just do always allow.
And then I think if you have to go to your system as well. If you go to your settings and broadcast sharing settings or something like that. I don't know.
Broadcast. Sharing a broadcast. Here we go.
Let's just see.
Sharing a broadcast.
Yeah, I hear you through, Tico. Damaso, can you just talk for
cool.
a minute?
What?
Yeah, I hear you through, Tico.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, I got you. Airborne, can you just say something for a minute?
Yep.
Alright, and Jones?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Now that we're all on. Alright, so let's start with Damaso. Starting P19 all the way up to P2. Penalties drop you to P3.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. Like, honestly, you just jumped everybody. Like, they're standing still and not really on track. You just did it with strategy. Like, that was a great performance. Driver of the day. Talk us through. You got podium. It's great.
Yeah, I'm still shaking a bit, to be honest. But it was, yeah. I knew starting on the meetings was the right strategy because you only get faster from the beginning. So
Right.
it was just a matter of keeping my nose clean, like no front wing damage, and the race was gonna eventually like come to me. I was not expecting.
Yeah, very, very
You
nice.
started on the mediums. What lap did you pit for the softs?
I pitted on lap 17. Yeah, lap 17 for
17.
the soft.
And were their mediums, were they like really dying off, or were they fairly consistent?
They were fairly consistent, but when I pitted, I was planning to go to lap like 19 or 18. But
Hmm.
the rears were like at 65, so I didn't want to risk a spin or something.
Yeah,
So I just decided to play it safe.
it was a
Well,
nice
it worked.
strategy.
It worked
Yeah,
out.
thanks.
That's good. Jones, we'll come to you next. Very nice. P5, very solid. Um, all throughout the season, you know, a lot of improvement. Really, a lot of improvement. I remember like the first weekend, like what would we first race was like Spain, and you were really struggling, and just week by week you just got inched up, and now P5 in a full grid. Like you didn't do it because people didn't show. You did it hands down, fair and square. P5. That was a great day, great finish. Talk us through that top five today.
Yeah, well, I knew my setup was good. It was a matter of not making mistakes, and I had a hell of a battle with Frost, and I don't know how many laps that went, but it was good to be back in a battle like that. It's been a long time for me, so I'm first season on the wheel, first season on no assists, so it's been definitely a struggle, and I think I'm just now getting back up to where I used to be. So it was not surprising for me, but definitely happy with it.
Well, I am too. I like to see you up there. Any questions, Andre, for Jones?
No, not really. Just overall great performance.
Yeah.
You definitely had some battles with the Frost Hacker and duking it out with your teammate at one point. Pit strategy managed to work out in your favor. I believe you were on the two-stop, correct?
I was on the one stop, and I had to go in much too early because I caught the back of Frost on braking, so I had to
Right.
go fix
Oh,
the
yes,
thing.
I think I
Otherwise,
remember that.
That was
Yeah.
so long
think
ago,
I
I
was,
don't even remember.
I think I was looking at close to a podium if I didn't do that, so one mistake.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
good day. And wrapping up with Airborne and Tico. We didn't spend much time on you, in the beginning and middle of the race, but once things died off towards the front, we said, all right, let's give some guys in the back some airtime. And man, you provided wheel banging, left and right, overcut, bing bong boom,
Oh yeah.
defending. That was actually some really good stuff all the way up to the end, and then Tico just kind of died at the end. He just like with the fuel. Great battle,
I
guys.
thought I got a puncture because we made a little contact, and I was trying to figure out what happened, and I ran out of fuel because I wasn't paying attention.
You guys
I
burning
don't
to
have
the
very good.
ground.
I don't have. Yeah, I'm pretty shitty at Bahrain, to be honest. And my straight line speed was so slow, so I was surprised that I could even survive in that battle. But I figured on that last straight with the DRS, if I turned everything to maximum and got ahead, I didn't think Airborne would have me out of the last turn with DRS. And yeah, it seemed like we were next to each other the whole entire race.
Oh yeah.
I mean, for like while we were battling with each other, I should say.
Yep. Everyone, any comments on that? That was, I mean,
Hands down the best battle for last you've ever seen.
I did comment on that. I'm like, all right, let's not be last here. This is for last. You don't want to be last. And Tico, you got last. Congrats.
I know, man. I know. It's a real big blow to my ego. I don't know what's been going on. When I saw Bahrain, my expectations weren't very high, so I'll say, I mean, from race one, I think the competition in this league has gotten a lot better, whereas I clearly need to put some more practice in on some tracks.
Yeah, it's very happy on how everyone has been doing in the league, especially in Golden. The attendance has been great. The battles have been great. Overall, just quality all around in every aspect. It's nice to see. So yeah, I think any other comments?
What was
guys?
everybody's strategy in this race? Was I mean, I didn't do a practice race, and clearly I learned the super softs with a two stop.
From what I've noticed, like only Damaso and ZX only did the one stop, or at least actually successfully did the one stop. But everyone else did the two stop, and a couple did a three stop because they got chipped the wings in the first few laps after turn one. But only 2 drivers I'm aware of actually successfully did the one stop, and they finished 1 and 2 for the most part.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened in turn one. I went a little wide to avoid contact, and then it said that I made contact with Spirit, and I got a 5-second stop go. And I don't know what happened. I messaged him to see. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. It was in turn one, and I don't know if there's a lot of carnage. I felt a hit, and then it said I got, I don't know whatever it is, severe damage or whatever the 5-second stop go is.
Yeah.
I gotta say, with the medium tires, the way they wear down, the one stop was not as hard as I thought it would be. And I practiced it, and it really wasn't bad. I mean, it got a little slippery at the end, but it's doable and it's fast.
All right, so
yeah, I think that was the strategy to go for sure.
Yeah, everyone up all around had just, obviously with 20 drivers, everyone has their own strategy. I like some people's strategy, like it was good to try. I like to see how W was tried. He could have just stood in P2, but he tried to, hey, I'll just pit for the supers at the end and see what I got. And I like that. Giggle too. He tried the 2-stop, and it just didn't quite work out. But I like the try and attempts by everybody. It was pretty cool to see everyone's strategy coming together and on different tires, all this battling. It's pretty cool. Alright, so I think we'll end it there. Any other questions in the comments, guys? Frost also said he did a 1-stop, and he said hashtag Plat League Drools, so
Who said that?
somewhat agree with you on that one. Alright, guys, Frost said that, I believe. He said hashtag Plat League Drools. Well, hopefully not next season, because we're gonna put all the golden we're gonna put the golden guys up, and it'll be something. But yeah. Alright, guys, so yeah, tomorrow is the Platinum League, Platinum class. That'll be at Bahrain, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, roughly. And then 1 week's time, we finish it up after a great season in both at Mexico. So that'll also be cool. Wednesday for the Golden Class, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, roughly. Also for Mexico. So thanks everyone for watching. Thank you Airborne, Jones, Tico, and Damaso for coming in here. And thank you, Leandre, for doing this again with me. It's been fun. We got one more next week. And we'll finish it off.
Where are we racing next week?
Oh, I don't know.
Mexico.
I didn't just mention it like 3 times.
Yeah, sorry, man. I was definitely not paying attention.
On that note, thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will catch you tomorrow and next week. Once again, thank you everyone, and have a good night. I am C Freeze, and that is the story. Good night, everybody.